All right, so I always talk about, by the way, this is before I say goodnight. I always talk about how I spent, up until a couple months ago, I spent my whole life moving from, I would say, subject to subject or subject to subject, and whatever you want to call it, in anything pretty much, being at that introductory first level, and after doing very well in the beginning, to ditch it and move on to the next thing. To be very honest, you know what it does? It makes you very good at basic stuff. And anyone will tell you when you're learning or starting anything that the basics, the beginning is the most important part, is the beginning. Because afterwards it's all about kind of, advancing and moving forward. But everything is based on that first level. Everything builds based on that first level. That's your first try. That's the first time you get into something. So basically, going from world to world, being impressive from subject to subject all the time is good. But but moving forward, I like to talk about how I sort of diversified my life, and exactly what kind of stuff does that entail. First of all, I would like to say that I would give a warning. I would give a warning to pretty much anyone who, no matter how big they are, whether they're a company or they're this or that, no matter what they are, how big they are, how strong individuals they are or groups they are, whatever they are, no matter what they are in whatever, that I would give a warning that I do have a bit of a formidable setup when it comes to my life. Meaning what? Meaning that there's no one person on this planet who is helping me out and who is putting me on. I hear that a lot. Oh, who's putting you on? Who's your contact? Who got you like this? And it's like, listen, you stupid idiot. I'm the one who made all these changes in my life. I'm an independent person, man. I've done all this. Who is this person? Who is that person? How many people are there? Who are these people? And it's very stupid. I'll tell you something. Sometimes, okay, aside from, you have people in your life, of course you have individuals, but you have groups in your life too, right? You associate with different kinds of organizations. And even when you're coming up and you're growing up, you know what I mean? Here's the thing. I actually have a presence now, which I didn't have before, which is why I was able to be fucked with in the way that I was. Because if somebody is a ghost and no one out there accepts that they exist, there's no claiming or no anything, right? But I will tell you this, I am not faceted in one dimension. You know what I mean? I don't exactly have the same entourage that a big famous rapper at the time has. I don't have that kind of entourage or anything like that. I'm not associated with with any kind of what do you call it? I'm not associated with a lot of stuff. Okay. In general, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how else to put it, or what else to really talk about when it comes to that. But there's a lot of jealousy. I get a lot of jealousy. It's a lot of jealousy. It's hateful. Why is he getting this successful, and blah 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 blah. It is what it is. Yeah, I don't. If I would be more fearful should I have been more isolated. And I don't mean isolated. I mean isolated in the way that, let's say I only had two or three friends in my life, and everybody else in my life was a coworker. The only people I knew were coworkers that I hung out with, other than my two or three friends. That's not much of a life at all, and really, it's like easy to get fucked with. You can get fucked with. You can get fucked over quite easily. I will say this though, as my presence has grown and whatnot, I would say that there's no one organization or one type of people in this world that you're gonna attack thinking that you're gonna break me down. There's multi-facets, There's not one organization. There's not one type of people. There's probably a little bit more than that. And as far as having people in my life, I'll tell you, it's not like Norman is my buddy. I hang out with Norman as one of the guys or what. It's not about that. It's about the fact that that a certain type of person, because I'm a special type of person myself, and even people who hate me say this. People who like me, don't like me, whatever it is. Everybody thinks that I have a bit of a special, unique personality out there. I've been told a million times, you're very personable and you got personality. You can do this, you can do that, blah, 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 blah. I've heard it all, man. I've heard it all. And sorry, where was I going? And yeah, so the people that I would have in my life are the same type of people. So yeah, I'm not directly, calling up these guys. Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? Let's kick it tomorrow, whatever. I don't have that kind of thing going on, but I keep an active presence through my identity, and I'm not talking about my name or my forehead or anything like that. I'm talking about my identity of who I am in the world. You know what I mean? Like what kind of type of person am I in this world? Am I international? Am I local? Am I the type of guy that 100 girls tonight will see at the club tonight, and he's whoever he is, or will I be spotted 1,000 times in one night? You know what I mean? Oh, this guy, right? Am I that type of guy? At the same time, is it hard enough to point me out? It should be. It wouldn't be nice for me if I was the most obvious walking guy around and everybody knew that that's him. Now, you may have a bit of an issue if you've been giving it to people who don't deserve it and were not me. But that's something on you. You're an adult. You deal with your life. Okay? Moving forward. I am a special, unique. I am a unique kind of personality. And the stupidest thing is people go, where did he get it from? Someone must be boosting him up. And it's a load of crap. I did everything the hard way in my life, man. I worked harder than you when you were a child. I worked harder than your child. I worked harder than your father. And I've been through more than, I have put in more with less in my life. So I don't, you're not coming at me from any direction, first of all, right? Number two, who's boosting? I don't need anyone to boost me up. You got to use your fucking brain. If a guy is constantly on, he must be on because he's on. I mean, listen, man, even a baby, any being, an animal, a human, whatever it is on this planet, has an idea of what they are and who they are. Okay, everybody has that kind of idea. So, so my thing is like, it is what it is. But that's how I associate with people on that level. You know what I mean? I may have met 20 chefs in my life. To me, I'd say at least 7 or 8. I will always remember in my head as chef, and they all represent the same type of thing to me. And that's basically what my life is about. And you know what? I just want to end by telling you, and I'm going to be very blunt right here. I'm going to be very blunt. I've never, ever in my life, and this doesn't have to do with childhood or adulthood, this has to do with every facet, like a lot of facets of life. I have never said this in my whole life. I have never said anything like what I'm saying right now in my whole life. And I'm gonna say it very simply. These these teeth are venomous. These fangs are venomous, and when they bite, they can hurt. On any level, and I'm pretty good with how I use them. And this is not actual literal violence, but I would like to say that I do have poison, and I am poisonous. I don't know if I'm a snake or not, but whatever animal I am, I will tell you, and I've never said this before, this is a first, that I am poisonous. And that I do warn people, because I'm not out there biting people for fun, or doing stuff for fun. I don't even typically, I don't just engage with somebody if they're doing something else. I don't just go ahead and engage with, I'm hungry, man, let me eat this. That's not my mentality. As an adult, no matter what you are, when you see somebody who can compete with you potentially, when I see a chance for competition, and it's agreed and both parties are interested, to me, I like to kind of engage, and I like to see where I go from there. And there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. And so I've never said this in my life, and I mean that on every single level, that my fangs do carry poison in them. If I would say, if you hesitate, think about it a few times, take your time, think about it. If you still feel like it, try what you gotta try. And and I'm not talking about me specifically, this specific person. I'm talking about my type of person. So wherever I am in this world, if they have me in Vancouver, if they got me in LA, if they got me in China, no matter where I am, just listen. Like, if you're gonna fuck with my type of guy, the type of guy that I am, if you're gonna fuck with me, think about it twice. If you still feel like doing it, try it out, see how it feels, see if it was worth it, and then we'll go from there. And I'm gonna wrap this up and say goodnight.